Hey, what's up? Welcome back. Let's unpack that after dark. It's me, your
Yeah.
host Lala, and we've been going for a minute, but we back. So let me introduce. No, matter of fact, let my co-hosts introduce themselves.
Shamik to God. Peace to everybody, man. Hope everybody well.
Mika B is shortly, but hope everyone is well, and I hope that you guys, you know, tuning in and checking us out. So today we're going to talk about a particular situation that has been on social media going frantic. And we're going to talk about the emotional aspect of behaviors and what is it okay to use your behavior as an excuse or your emotions as an excuse for erratic or irrational behavior. So a woman flushes her husband's mother's ashes down the toilet because he continued to cheat on her. The question is, who's wrong?
That's crazy. There's a
Let's
lot to unpack though, because
let's
y'all
unpack it.
females, y'all females be blaming us for cheating, and it don't be cheating. So I need to know what he did and what evidence does she have? Because we not pleading guilty, we fighting that and taking to the like a jury of 12 got to convict me of cheating. I'm not copping out to that. What? How do you know I was cheating? What
Well,
was I?
she caught him cheating. She found out that he was cheating. Whether
She caught
what
him
do you
mid
mean how?
stroke, or she caught
Whether
the
she spoke to a person on the phone, whether she's seen him running out the house, whether she's seen text messages. Well, she clearly had to have some kind of proof for her to act in the manner in which she acted.
See, and that I don't agree with because she didn't need proof. Because once y'all believe, see, the truth is what the person that's saying it is. A lot of people try to be like the truth is what it really is. No, that's not what the truth is. My truth is my truth. So it could be false, but it's still my truth. I need to know whose truth it is. Was he really doing it or was he not? Don't make that face because it's a fact. Because you know in your life you've made your mind about something, and no matter what anybody said, that was your truth. Kyrie Irving believes the world is flat. It's a fact that it's not, but he doesn't care because his truth is that the world is flat. So I need to know what her truth is because y'all will blame us for cheating for anything. You come home 15 minutes late. There's a text message. Blah. Like y'all blame us for cheating for all kind of stuff. We might not even got no buns.
What?
This is a fact. This is a fact. So you
So
know,
you believe that um, a woman will act accordingly because of a thought, not facts?
I think women will jump to conclusions and they'll do investigations and they'll presume you're cheating, and you may very well not be cheating. You might be a bad communicator and feel like she'll be threatened by a relationship with a female that you not sleeping with. And I've been in this situation, but she'll swear you hitting, and that's not the case. And she'll tell everybody that you cheating. Y'all will have one of them waiting to exhale parties. You'll get wine and light candles. Y'all put on a movie, and y'all talk about how this nigga's cheating, and they'll all debate like, oh yeah, nah, he foul, he definitely hitting that, blah
Nah,
blah. It could be
I
a
don't.
friend.
I don't agree
Happens all the
because
time.
most women, and I'm gonna say this, most women of a certain age, right, in a certain place in their life, will do more investigating and bring facts. Nobody's gonna act out and beat you up or do all kind of craziness because of an assumption. We got facts. Most of us are like FBI. We got facts, and we ain't got the chick's information. We don't know where she lived. We spoke to her. We know where you was at. We know how many times you went over there. We know what day you go over there. We know all of that before we bring it to you.
I've been
Okay.
accused of cheating, and women have all of that, and I wasn't hitting.
Excuse me.
That's a fact. I've been accused of cheating, and women have had all of that. Oh, you was with this one and that one and this and that, and it was not cheating.
So she didn't have no facts then.
So, what is the fact? The woman tells you, yes, he
Talking
beats
about
this.
facts. I'm not talking about like
Okay,
I said. I'm not talking about assumptions. I'm talking about factual information. I'm
so
talking about
that
you
means you
know
know for a fact
a
that I was.
message. A message was read. A text message. Y'all do stuff like delete. your messages, but forget to delete the delete box,
Delete the messages. Yeah. No, I don't do that.
right? So yeah, so and then one of the things is that when you guys are doing things that you're not supposed to be doing and you get caught, right? Y'all, you're quick. The first thing is I don't know what you're talking about, right? But most women, if they ask you something, that means they have the facts already.
Here you go with this dumb. First of all, let's get
It's
something clear.
not dumb.
Let's get something clear. If you looking through my phone, it's because you feel like I'm cheating. If you look through my phone and something is in my phone, it's because I'm not worried about it. Now I understand you saying, yeah, you get old and did a real ones out here. They know to delete the deleted messages and all of that. Plus, we're not even sending all them text messages and doing all that goofy stuff. So you're not really catching a real one because just like y'all mature, we mature. We get caught once or twice. We figure out how we got caught. We fix it. Like it's not the same thing. And y'all got to stop jumping to conclusions thinking we smashing something and
You
we
keep
not.
saying that. I don't jump to conclusions, but let's get back to the topic at hand,
All right.
right? She in the story, right? She had, I think he's cheated more than once, right? But this was her final.
Allegedly.
No, no, no. In the story, he's cheated and gotten caught more than once,
All right.
right? So she felt justified because he cheated over more than once, over and over. It's becoming a habit, and she's had enough. So she's had enough. So what's the best way, I guess, to her, the best way to hurt him was to put his mother's ashes down the drain,
That's super
the
foul.
toilet.
You don't get a nigga back like that. Jay-Z quote. You don't. That's foul. You can't do that. You can get killed behind that.
I mean,
That's a
well, I mean,
dangerous thing to do.
huh?
That's a dangerous thing to do. Like that, he could have been if his mother raised him as a single mother, worked two jobs to buy him sneakers to play basketball, cook for him, and then you throw the ashes in the drain. Like he could really. That's when people spaz and do something like that's like. There's so many other things she could have did to get him back. And the main thing she should have did is left him after the first or second time he cheated.
I mean, I agree with that, but is that reality though? How many people really leave after a person cheats for one or twice, once or twice? A married couple.
I mean, it depends on the person, I guess. I mean, we have to change the narrative though. Like you can't do that. See, I'm a person that believes if a sucker does something to me and I do a sucker thing back, now I become a sucker. Just leave.
Nah, 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 nah. Come on, there's a lick back. There's a such thing as a lick back.
There's a lick back, but that's not a lick back. That's a foul lick back. Like go hit one of his friends off.
But that wouldn't hurt him. That wouldn't hurt him like his mama down the toilet.
Yeah, but that's a different kind of hurt. Like
Right.
your
But
mama ashes, my nigga.
listen,
First of
listen,
all, let's think about this.
listen.
Let's think about this. Let's think about a man whose mother dies. He cremates her and saves the ashes. Do you know what that means to him? That's his mother.
No,
That's not his old Rottweiler. That you know what I'm saying? Like that's his mother. You threw his mother's ashes down. Like that's first of all, that's just vicious, yo. And that's probably why she got cheated on because of her temperament.
okay. So we're talking about emotion, right? And whether or not a person who is extremely emotional that reacts in such a manner can be justified, right?
Yeah, no.
Every person, most people are gonna say that's foul, it shouldn't have happened, it's wrong, all of that, right? But when you talk about an emotional people's emotion, right? Most people are not don't think when they react to something that they're going through when it comes to that type of scenario, right? It's a rage that comes across people when they experience that type of disrespect, um, violation, dishonesty, things like that. And sometimes a person can't handle it, so they react the way they react. Now, is it right? That's why they have the crime of passion, and they have people that wind up going to jail for things that they do because they can't control their emotion, right? Now, I'm not even sure if you can sue somebody or somebody can get arrested for doing something like that, right? But if you think about the emotional aspect of how a person was feeling, how she was violated and how she felt, her only purpose was to hurt him, extremely hurt him. And she didn't believe, I'm almost certain she didn't believe that smashing a homie was gonna do it. Because understand that when his mother passed away, he had to grieve for the loss of his mother, and no one stops grieving, right?
Right.
Grieving sometimes is just a lifetime, right? So now he no longer has her ashes. He has to redo. It's like a do-over. He has to sit in that grief again because he lost her. Now he lost her again.
That if he'd have killed it, that'd have been a crime of passion. That's crazy.
He would have went to jail.
There had to be something else she had to do. Plus, I don't even think like how do you have an emotional reaction? So he cheated repeatedly. So your first emotional reaction should have been the first time. Then he did it again. Let's just say, and I know there's no number to how many times he did. Right? Let's say he did it again. Maybe you have an emotional reaction to that. After that, the third time's on you, baby.
Well, I mean, I think that at this junction, I think that she knew that it was over after that.
I hope she
She
did,
had to know that that was the end of the road for her.
but a lot of shit could have been over. Throwing my mama ashes out. That's crazy. I mean, that's just crazy. Listen, I've been vicious before, but that's an extra level vicious. Like
I mean,
that's
it would be crazy for someone who um, had a close relationship with their parent.
if you got your mama ashes, you have a close relationship with her.
Mm, not necessarily.
Well, that's true too. I don't know if you got brothers and sisters and stuff like that, but if you got the ashes, that's you got a relationship with them. Like
Yes, it is. Somebody said, LaDonna said that's disrespectful. It's very disrespectful. It's absolutely very disrespectful. But what I'm trying to, say is that we're really trying to unpack the mindset of someone that would do such a horrific, disrespectful thing,
right,
right?
right.
What is the mindset that you would pick up or earn and dump it?
That's vicious. But hurt makes you do a lot of things that you don't have to have that mindset for you to do that under certain circumstances because there's things that set people off. I'm talking about good people that you would never think would do something like that, and you hit them in the wrong spot, and they turn to a person that they don't even know who they are. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know how a woman that's been cheated on repeatedly is so surprised by getting cheated on again, regardless of whatever promises he may or may have not have made. I just don't I just don't equate that to an emotional response. Like you
So,
should have been fed up way before that. Like you understand what I'm saying? Like
but you also know that when people make mistakes, when a person makes a mistake and it is their goal to apologize or be apologetic about what it is that they've done, and most of the time, a person will say, "Oh, I apologize," or "I'm sorry," right? I'm
mhm.
sorry, and I won't do it again, and I'm gonna do this or I'm gonna do that, and then you ex- when you make a decision to forgive someone, right? Not that you forget, but if you make a decision to forgive someone, then most of the time, most people believe or want to believe that it won't happen again,
That's a fact.
right? So if you're forgiving someone, right, it's the expectation within yourself, right, that this person is apologetic. I believe this person, so I am going to forgive this person and give them another chance. So when you give a person another chance, I don't think most people that forgive a person when they do something wrong and their mind is saying, I mean, I would, but it's saying, oh, he's gonna do it again, he's gonna do it again, right? It's only when you do it again that the emotional part of it comes up and arises and rises to a level where you need to react, right? Now I do agree. Some people one would say that one, two, three, four times this should have been a wrap for you, right? But not everybody has that ability to just walk away from situations and circumstances, right? It's one, two, and sometimes when people want to take it to three, three strikes you out, right? So in this particular situation, once she got the three strikes, she said, "All right, I can show you better than I can tell you." We don't agree with what she did, but understand the level of hurt and disrespect that she felt. It's not to compare the situation, right? Him cheating versus her dumping his mother's ashes down the toilet and flushing it is different. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing, not funny, but it's
You
different.
are laughing.
The actions are different, but the emotions are similar.
I want to know why he cheated too.
But do you need a reason? You want to talk about that? Do you really need a reason to cheat?
It's just it always interests me when women say they got cheated on. The first thing I ask them is why did they cheat?
So why do you think men cheat? Why do you? What would be a reason why a man would cheat?
There's
First
tons.
of all, what?
There's tons, and I don't think it's men. I think it's people.
Okay, so do people? What are the
I
reasons?
think, but I think they vary because I think women cheat because there's an emotional deficiency, and I think men cheat because they're men. And I don't think women want to accept that answer because most women don't know men.
Wait, you said men cheat because men are men? Here
Yes,
we go. What you mean?
I feel like men by nature are dominators, and we've always been raised to go after things like if the opportunity is there, we're gonna cheat. I think that women emotionally can stave off the physical want to cheat. Like they can see their favorite athlete or whatever and be physically like, oh, and they'll be like, no. But if they're emotionally deficient, if you're not taking care of your woman emotionally, and real men know this, you better make sure your woman is straight emotionally. Physically, she can deal with some shit. Emotionally, she's not taking no shorts. That's when they cheat. Men are just, we're just savages, bro. We might just cheat off a physical thing. And if a female is throwing certain stuff at us, we're less likely to turn it down than a woman is. Women get hollered at every day. We talked about this. Women get hollered at every day. I don't care what your size, height, weight is, what you look like, how much money you got. You're getting hollered at every day. The average man doesn't get hollered at every day unless he's wealthy or super attractive. And even those get looked at. They don't get hollered at. Y'all get whistled at. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get all kind of stuff. Oh, she done jumped in the car type shit.
Hey, hi. Look who's here.
Hey, Bo. Yeah, so it's just different. But I mean, I just think
Hi, Mika.
I think it's different.
Mika, you can hear us?
I can hear it now. I hear the
You hear
engine.
me?
Yeah, we
Yep.
hear you
Say
now.
hi. Welcome back.
Hi, everybody. All right, I'm late. I'm sorry. I tried.
So, uh, King Shah is basically saying that
Okay, what's the topic? I'm sorry, everybody. Grand
we
evening,
were,
everyone.
talk, we were
Yes.
talking about a woman flushing her husband's mom's ashes
Oh
down
shit.
the toilet because he continued to cheat on her.
I can see her doing that though.
Who?
Mika.
That's no, she would not do that.
Yes, she would. She's vicious.
She would not do that. That's
Yes, she
crazy.
would.
So,
So I'm gonna let me respond to that because I don't need social media thinking I'll be out here fucking with dead people like that. Hold
I'm not
on.
talking about in the spiritual sense. I'm saying you would get your dude
Physically,
back in a vicious way.
I respect the physical part too. That's why we do spiritual baths or whatever. I won't do that. I won't flush nobody's mother down the toilet, but I'm gonna talk shit about her to her face because I know she's standing next to you. But go ahead, y'all
She's
can keep
dead.
going. And her spirit is standing right next to her piece of shit son.
See, here we go with the
oh
voodoo stuff.
God.
Here we go with the voodoo. Here we go
But
with the
that's what
voodoo, brother.
I'm saying. So, the question that I'm posing is that is being an emotional person a justification for extreme behavior, right? And I said that most people, when we heard this story, said, "Oh, that's foul, that's foul." But I feel like no one is taking consideration into the person who's being hurt, who was violated, who was cheated on, who was lied to, and their emotional beings and why they reacted the way they reacted. I'm not saying that the way that person responded was the correct way, and I'm not saying that I agree with it. I'm just saying that when you hear the story, you automatically go to that's foul.
She said, if you listen to what she said, I need you to feel what I feel.
Right, there it is. Right. So
See, there's
And
so much.
that That was her. Even and again, even as though I'm not saying it's right because I'm not gonna flush your mother down the toilet. I'm gonna hit you. We as human beings, most of us, which is like 90% of the world, is gonna sit and retaliate some way somehow. Or word heard you loud and clear. You understand what I'm saying? So we just can't control how we retaliate. Some people will punch you in your face. Some people will get their lick back and cheek back. You understand what I'm saying? And someone's gonna flush your mother down the toilet,
Which one would you do?
punch you in your fucking face.
Yeah. See,
Hmm.
see. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though. I'm not making excuses for what she did, but a lot of people. I think the first thing you should do when you get cheated on, male or female.
Cheap back.
No, here you go with your shit. The first thing you should do is try to figure out why you got cheated on.
You
Of
say
And
that.
course.
People don't
and
need
I
a
let
reason
me
to
no
cheat.
let me explain.
I
I
think
think
I
that
know
a,
where
I
Shaw's
think
gonna
I
come.
think
I
I
know where
think
you're
that
gonna go.
I think that a lot of people. Every time I've been in a situation, I will say every time, but 90% of the time, when something happens, I look in the mirror and say, "What did I do to create this?" And that's why, and that kind of dictates my reactions. And I think far too often we hear about men cheating or women cheating, and we don't ask, well, what led to this?
Now I agree
And
with
I
that.
think,
I
and I think,
absolutely,
I think, I think a lot of people lack accountability. So the
I
first
That's
thing
which
I
we've
do,
agree.
had that we've had
right,
that conversation
I
plenty of
totally
times.
agree with you. However,
and
right,
and
I think
that's a
that
big issue. But no, hold on one second. Let me land. But and I think, and obviously we don't know all the details and stuff. But like
Hmm.
I'm so mad at this woman, and that she did that. And a lot of women might be mad at him, like, oh, he's a cheater. But we don't know what she was doing in the house. Was she
Hmm.
cooking? Was she holding her weight? Was she doing what she's supposed to do? Was she telling him, I love you, I embrace you?
Hmm.
Was she supporting him? Was she doing? And I think that's the disconnect when we talk. Because once you get labeled a cheater, you're just a cheater. Nobody wants to know why you cheated. And we
right.
don't know how many conversations he had with her and said, listen, this is what I need, this is what I want. And maybe she wasn't giving that to him. And women do that all the time. Women will tell a man, this is what I need, this is what I want. And then when they step out, now she's the bad. Oh, she's a whore. No, she's not a whore. Because I've heard dudes be like, yeah, Shorty cheated on. I can't believe she did that. She's a whore. She told you 10 times what she needed. You didn't
That's
want
a
to do it.
fact.
Now she stepped out and you mad? Like, nah, nigga.
But it's
Some,
but it's
go
it's
ahead.
the
I'm sorry.
it's the same thing. Women too. Now I totally agree with that. I totally agree that a lot of time in situations, not all the time, because sometimes a man can get everything he needs in the household and still step out. That's a fact too. Now, what I'm saying is that there are situations where people get complacent, men and women, right? Women don't do what they used to do, and men don't do what they used to do. They forget what they did to get the person, and now here we are. They have conversations, the person doesn't listen, and then when the person gets vulnerable because they're not getting what they're asking for at home, and then they make a mistake, that's what it is, right? A mistake, right? Now it's like the life is over because you made a mistake, but that receiving person is not thinking about what it is that they stopped doing or what they're not doing. And it's never a moment, most of the time, it's never a moment where a person says, you know what, I can't even be mad because I know that I stopped doing A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You have a right to be mad. I'm not taking that away, right? Because when you get married and you take vows for better, for worse. So just because you're in a vulnerable state doesn't mean that it's okay to step outside. However, a human being, whether you married or not, make mistakes. People make mistakes.
Now,
People
do
step
would
out.
ya? And people are probably gonna feel I'm wrong. A lot of women too, right?
I
She got to
agree.
take account. She has to take accountability to the fact that you you feel this pain even worse because he cheated on you multiple times and you stood. You
I want to say
allowed
something.
it,
Oh, sorry. Go
right?
ahead.
When you,
I said,
it's okay to forgive you. Fool me once, it's okay. Fool me twice, I'm fooling myself.
didn't I say that earlier?
Yeah, you did. You did.
Me, me,
So
me,
the account,
me, me,
one
me
of
and
the
Voodoo
one of the
Crip.
accountabilities that she has to take and accept is you keep cheating on me. When you say you keep cheating on me, that means it's been happening multiple times. You've
Right.
allowed it, you accepted it. He knows I could keep doing it because you're gonna keep taking me back.
And that's more than twice.
Right,
That's
but
more than
here's the
twice.
thing. But what I also said earlier was that a lot of times when people are in relationships and they want to be in a relationship and they want the relationship to work, and somebody does something and apologizes, right? And that person feels that if the person apologizes, that they won't do it again. So the expectation to that person would be that you did it once, then I expect you not to do it again, right? That so I believe that once, okay, apologize,
Mhm.
do it again. The rage just builds. It just builds, right? Because in the back of your mind, you insecure. You want to watch everything. You want to check everything because you really don't trust the person, and the person's going to be exactly who they showed you who they was the first time that it was done,
See,
right?
the thing about people too is, and anybody that knows me, I don't know if people that know me on here like, see that cheating thing gets complicated. I think people give people a false impersonation and expression of who they are, and they get caught up in the stuff that they don't really want to be in, and people
Uh-huh.
don't keep it real. So like the same person that I was talking to Lala about earlier, I don't want to say her name, but I asked her one day, I said, "You love me?" And she said no. Like she paused and was like, "No, I adore you." And I had to think about, like, I knew what a door meant. I thought of Prince, the extended version of a door. Like what? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I think I think people jump into stuff way too early, because I think when you feel a certain way about a person, regardless, there's certain things you're just not gonna do
Right.
because you don't want to lose that person.
Okay.
And if you're really mature and grown and really, I think people don't really know what love is. I think 99% of people really don't know what love is. That's why when you find it, you have to embrace it. But I think when you really love somebody, there's nothing that's going to deter you from that person, and you're going to respect them on a level. That's why I always believe there's 99% of this world is fake. There's 1% real people out here. Because when you really adore somebody, you really love them and stuff like that, there's certain things you're not going to do to jeopardize it. Now, am I going to lie and be like, I take a guy trip to Vegas and I might not buy some box in Vegas and come home? I might, but that's not, to me, that's not cheating. To most men, that's not cheating. Am I gonna have a relationship with a chick around the corner and be texting her like we together? Absolutely not.
But they do it.
What? Hold on, hold on.
Yeah,
Time
like
the
what
fuck
are
Go
you
ahead.
out.
talking
Go
about?
ahead. We
Time
talking
the
about
fuck
real
out.
stuff here. We talking about real stuff
Come
here.
on now. We
I'm
are, we
giving
we
y'all
definitely talking about real stuff
I'm
here.
giving
Hold
y'all
up.
real
Let me make
game.
sure
I'm
I
giving y'all real
overstood.
game. I'm
Let
giving
me
y'all
make
real
sure
game.
I understand that, and I want to make sure I'm understanding the real
Go
game,
ahead.
right?
Go ahead.
You said if I go to fucking let me excuse me. If I go to Vegas and I buy box, you don't consider that cheating. But if I'm fucking shorty and texting her from around the corner, that's cheating.
Here's the difference.
What?
Here's the
That's
difference.
distance cheating.
Let
It's
me tell you.
local cheating and
Let
distance
me
cheating.
let me tell you the difference though.
That's disgusting. No, I'm just kidding.
Man, no, it's not discussing what it is. It's reality, and y'all don't want to accept it. So the point
No,
is,
I
first,
understand reality. I just don't. I need to fix mine.
first of all, it can't be dictated as cheating because you'll never find out unless one of my homeboys backdoor me
Right.
and
I
tell you.
agree with that.
So
I
that's
agree
not
with
really.
that.
So let's be technical with the cheating. And
I agree with that.
the point is, as a physical man, I might go out there and see something like, oh shit. But because I love and adore you, I'm coming back home to you, and I'm not gonna disrespect you emotionally and have a relationship where somebody could even, like, if I go buy some box, she can't text me. I don't. She don't got my number. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm in love with like 15 celebrities, low key. If I bump into one of them, I might do something, but I'm not gonna have a relationship with them if I have a wifey. But I might do something.
So
That's
that's not
not.
cheating?
No, no, that's not cheating.
Child.
Okay, got it.
Technically,
Yo,
technically, technically,
Woo!
it's,
DK,
technically,
you
it's
want to
cheating,
come up?
but it's stuff you won't know about. Men get caught cheating because they have relationships with whores behind a woman's back.
No,
That is a
you
huge
serious?
mistake.
So let me get
Yeah.
this straight. Let me hold on. I gotta unpack that. Wait a minute.
Unpack
So,
that.
so
Unpack that.
what you
We haven't.
so,
We
so
have a
what
real conversation on here.
so what
Go
you're
ahead.
saying is what I'm hearing you say is that if my husband goes to Vegas and he sees something that he wanna hit
Yeah.
and he pays for it and he
Yeah.
get his nut
40.
and he left.
40.
That's
Yeah.
not cheating.
No.
Fuck out of here. You
But
fucking
to who that's not now. One thing that I always tell people, I respect people's choices, right? If you feel that that's not cheating, that's okay. I need you to make sure that who you with is okay with that,
mm-hmm.
right?
So
So
that means if I go to Vegas.
So if
No,
she goes
I
to,
knew you was. I knew you was gonna say that.
well,
Wait,
what? Come
what?
here.
Don't do that.
Yo,
I could pay $40 for dick that's real or a rubber one. It don't matter. You come on now. Don't contradict yourself.
so wait. Hold
So
on.
using a sex toy is cheating? Cause all y'all
I'm
cheat.
not saying that.
Oh,
I was just trying to be
I don't know
funny.
what you're talking about.
okay, okay. I
But
was
what
Hold
just
on.
I'm saying is, I could smile and get dick. You understand what I'm saying? Because I wanted it, because I saw it. You're not gonna see that as cheating. I'm never gonna see him again.
okay. So
That
here's
nigga
an
don't got
example.
my number.
Hold
So
on.
here's an example. The
Nah,
African dude that
wait. I gotta. You gotta wait.
I'm
You
sorry. Go
gotta
ahead.
come
Go ahead.
back. You gotta
Go
come
ahead.
back. You gotta
Go
come
ahead.
back.
Go ahead.
So you saying if I'm gotta say this again. So if my husband go to Vegas and he pop off with somebody or he pay for some box and he get it and he done with it and he done and he come home, that's not cheating. So if I go to Vegas and I pop off, I'm cheating.
Yes.
Oh shit.
You know
Yo,
what? You know what?
you
You know what's
got a
wrong with
double
female? You know.
standard?
You know what's wrong with y'all females though? You know what's wrong with your females?
No,
Y'all want
don't say
y'all
that.
want things y'all want things to be equal when it's convenient, and then you want the man female standard
So
when it
you
works
gotta
against.
exclude, and I'm gonna stop you there. You gotta exclude y'all because y'all is including me, and that means you didn't hear what I said, right?
No, no, no. Y'all means
Hold on.
51% of females. It don't mean
Right.
you, just you.
So,
I know
okay,
you
because
different. We already talked about
right,
St.
because
Mary's and
we
yeah.
can't. You can't respect that. I'm giving you the choice to tell. I'm giving you a chance to let me know that's the shit that you into. Let me know because I will get reckless if I find out that you out there cheating. And then if I go decide to get my lick back, which I don't, if I go decide to get my lick back, you got a problem with it. We both got a fucking problem then.
But that's
Here's the
what I'm
thing. Here's the
saying.
thing. Here's
So
the thing. Let me
what
just
Because
let,
we there's women, hold on. There's women out here that overstand that we're not as equal as men, but emotionally you're gonna respect my emotions. We
and I
equally
protect
emotionally.
and see that's what you
And I don't
protect.
care because if it hurts you that I went out to Vegas to get fucking dick and I'm never gonna see that nigga again. What makes you think that shit is not gonna hurt me? Find out or not. If you adore me and you love me and you know that shit is gonna bother me, don't fucking do it.
eh,
It's not gonna bother you and hurt you because you're not gonna know. You can
Right.
assume what you want
So
to.
why? And
Let me
again, so
let
it's
me.
not gonna bother you and it's not gonna hurt you if your woman or your wife that you
Yes,
sat
it
and
is.
spent ninety
No,
thousand dollars on a wedding
no,
for
that's different.
went
That's
out
different.
there and got dick, and you ain't know about it until you found out.
That's
I
different.
don't
That's
know.
different. You getting too emotional. You about to throw my
No,
mama
it's
ashes
not
out.
emotional.
Listen,
That has nothing to do with emotional. It's because you. I don't like contradiction.
listen. I'm gonna tell you. This is the thing, right? You have women out here, right? You have wives that know their man is at a status where he might do something. Not that he's definitely doing it, but that he might because of who he is, what he is, and how much money he has, or whatever it is. And they have come to accept. We know this, like in society, we know this. Denzel been married like 30 years. There's no way you're gonna tell me that a woman hasn't that's super attractive with all kind of shit hasn't thrown some at him. And he did. Sometimes I think women are more accepting of it, knowing like who they're dealing with. But I think that cheating is different for men and women. It's definitely gonna crush men more than it's gonna crush a woman. If I find out my woman cheated, I'm gonna be crushed. If a woman, I think y'all deal with it better and y'all can get past it depending on the circumstance and who the woman is. And I also feel like that women know men ain't shit.
Cha, you sound like you justifying the fact that a man is a man and he cheats. If you are married or you in a relationship and you have committed yourself in a relationship, fucking somebody else is cheating. Period. It's no if you go to Vegas and pay for the box and she don't know about it that she did not cheat. Cheating is cheating. If
Let
you
me
get
ask you a question.
married and you
Let
take
me
vows to be
let me
with
ask you a
one
question.
person,
Let me
hold
ask
on.
you a
Let
question.
me land. Let
Go
me
ahead.
land.
Go ahead.
You take vows to be with one person and you step outside of that marriage, however you pay for it, get it for free, do whatever twisted, I don't care. It's cheating. Now, like Mika said, if I'm in a relationship with you and I marry you and I know that that's how you get down and I choose to deal with it, that's something different.
Okay. Okay, I can get that.
But
But
not
but
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 not remarried and you going to Vegas with your friends, or you going to DR, or you going to Colombia, and you decide to slide with Shorty with a fatty, and then you want to pay her, and because you use a condom, don't mean you can't catch nothing, and then you come back and I don't know nothing about it, but you use a condom and something still slipped out, and now you got an STD or some kind of way on your mouth or whatever, and now I got it, and you got to explain it to me.
I
That's
only got
cheating.
it because I
we
paid
don't eat.
$40 for it.
We
I
don't
ain't
eat. We
cheat.
don't eat. We don't eat boxing in DR. That's first
That's a
off.
lie.
Second
Now
of all,
that's a lie.
no.
Every man says that until the video comes out. Like, stop it.
I don't know about these videos. I don't know what P Diddy information you got, but I ain't in none of them videos. Anyway,
Uh,
do women really think in the back of their mind if they men go to their best friend's bachelor party that he ain't hit nothing?
Respectfully, yes.
Oh, okay.
I don't care what anybody goes through, even what I go through. Never, and I'm confident about it. You understand what I'm saying? Not
Uh,
every I don't I have learned, and that's, and this is where the accountability comes in. I have learned that previously does not mean the present is the same. The previous does not mean that the present is the same, and I had to learn not to put him in that level because he was higher than those. So there's a lot of women that overstand what you just asked.
that cheating thing is so vicious because I just feel like, and listen, just for the audience, like I'm not married, and I just don't know if I'll be married. I'm older now, so I might do it now, but like I just have trust issues, and I just feel like everybody cheats. People are so dirty out here.
but
Even
you
the
have
good
trust
people,
issues, but you
even
believe that it's okay to go to Vegas and smash and then come home and
I
then she
don't think
doesn't
it's
know that's cheating.
I don't think it's okay. And one of the
And
reasons
they're
why I'm
not
not
dirty.
one of the reasons that I'm not married is because I'm not ready for that level of commitment. And that's something that women don't ask me ever. They just be like, "Well, you're not married. Why not? You should be. Why should I be?" I'm not ready for that level of commitment. If I see Megan Good tomorrow, I'm fucking. If she wants to, I'm hitting. I don't care.
Right.
Bless you. So I'm not ready for that level of commitment. Some men get married because they think that's what they want to do, and they're really not happy. Some women do too. Women get married for all the people get married for some of the wrong reasons.
Some people get married because of comfortability or
Yeah, they
they
get married for all
settle.
kinds,
There's a lot.
all
There's a
kinds,
lot
all
of
kinds.
reasons.
A lot of people get married because of perception. A lot of women feel like they're not
Expectations.
expectations and perception. You know,
Hmm.
I'm a woman now because I have a husband. That doesn't make you a better woman if you're in a miserable relationship. That shit is
Absolutely does
corny.
not.
So I've
You could
never
push a
bought.
human out your vagina. That don't
Yeah,
make you a mother.
I've never bought into that. I proposed twice though, so I'm not gonna act like I wasn't about to do it. And thank goodness it didn't work out because it's just it's just this relationship thing is so complicated and so rough, yo. It's just
Yo,
there's so many dynamics and layers.
Deacon said he never been to DR. He
Great. I'm
said,
glad. I
he
respect
said
it. I fuck with you. You a cool
that's
man.
extreme. A lick back wasn't just for about him. That lick back was for every man that ever did her dirty. He had to bear the brunt of every person who did her dirty. The dead mother was violated. She didn't just violate.
How? Okay.
That's true.
Okay.
That
She
mother
Okay.
had
violated
nothing
Hold
to do
him.
with
on.
her son
Hold
cheating.
on. Hold on. Forget it. I don't want to say it.
No, say it because it was good.
Okay. I get that she probably has past trauma, right? And oh, he fell victim because of the P niggas that she's been with. But we're not gonna exclude that she had to sit and deal with the trauma that he put her through.
That's a fact.
That's a good point.
Hmm.
That's a good
So
point.
she bared a lot, and she again, we don't overstand the whole relationship. We don't even know if that shit was a skit, but it does have people talk and it does have people think, right? We don't know what their real relationship dynamic is,
I said that.
right? So we don't understand why he went out and cheated the first time. He could have been the man that said and said, I'm telling you what it is that I need, and you're not living up to that part. And I said, and I cheated. She
Hmm.
said and forgave you. If she wasn't living up to part the second time, maybe if you're married, go get therapy. Go do stuff. Fool me once, fool me two times. We're not gonna do that shit three.
Hmm.
So she allowed, which I said accountability. She allowed for it to sit and continue more than 2 times. But at the same time, he caused trauma. And she said it. I
Right.
need healing. She didn't say it just like this. I need healing. And I feel part of my healing is I need you to feel what it is that I feel. She probably in her mind said, I'm not going to degrade my name and sit and be a dirty bitch like you, dirty nigga, and keep going out there and cheating. I'm just going to sit and flush your mother down the toilet and sit and say, you know what, it's finally over and sit and live my best life. I'm not going to sit and do to you what you did to me, but I just
I'm
do
not.
feel I need to hit worse.
I'm
I'm
not
just
comfortable.
saying.
I'm not
And
comfortable with the
I'm
way you
just
said that.
saying,
No, the way
What?
you said that, I'm gonna flush your mother down the toilet. That was vicious. You just. This is what I'm talking about. You gotta stop this. Like the way you said that shit was crazy. Because you totally agree with her, and that's
I don't know. Nope. Stop
She
it.
didn't
Let me
say
stop
she
you right
agreed with
there.
her.
the
She
way you
said
said
I
it.
don't at
she
all.
didn't say she
No,
agreed. She said she didn't agree with it, but she's trying to explain. What she's trying to explain is what I said earlier. When
no, no.
someone is overly emotional and they've experienced a lot of trauma, the response sometimes is extreme.
You're
Is it
making
right?
excuses for her. She said and flush your mother down the toilet. That's crazy. Are you listening to what she's saying?
She's
Why
repeating
you
what we've
why
already said.
why are
No.
you paying attention to how I said it? Just pay attention to what I said and
That's
overstand.
right.
I pay attention to both and I overstand.
I'm just saying.
That was vicious. And you know what happened? That's why you started laughing. Because you was like, this nigga got me.
No. It was
Yes. You
no. Try
like you
harder.
Tasha
Try a little
Mack said,
harder.
you
Tasha Mack
Hi,
lying.
said,
Taj.
she
Voodoo
said,
Crip, you
I'm
know.
definitely smashing the home.
Who said that?
Tasha Mack.
She was doing that. She doing that anyway.
That was
I know her personally.
directly a violation. Yeah,
You can't flush my. You
she said
can't.
that
You
was the
can't
old
get.
Tosh. She said
You
that was
can't
the
get a
old
nigga.
Tosh.
You can't get a nigga like that. She always want the old ties. Old ties. She lying.
I think that I would. I mean, never mind.
I don't know why people don't use silence as a form of communication more. Like when people do me dirty, I just walk away.
You
And
know,
I know that
I'm glad you said that, right, Shamik? Because that's what I was preaching earlier. I said
I just walk
sometimes I
away.
don't.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't even have to lift a finger.
That shit hurts people so much that people don't even know. People don't even know they want you to be upset because that emotion shows you have emotions for them. When you don't have any, that'll hurt them more than anything.
But
When you
that's
walk away, like pack your shit and leave,
excuse
and
me.
you just don't say nothing, don't address it, don't post nothing, that will kill somebody, yo.
Right, but that's a learn. So you once you get past understanding that people are emotional and sometimes that's how we respond, right? And sometimes the response is the reaction of what you're feeling in the moment. So once a person realizes that the look back of silence is more detrimental than anything that you can say out your mouth and process it appropriately, then they'll start to utilize it. But until then,
People that get silent are dangerous
why you say that, sir?
because people that have nothing to say is about that action. When you have nothing to say and walk away, that shit makes people nervous because they don't know what you're about to do. When you emotionally react, they already know they got you. Like you, that's what, and that's a lot of people. It's the art of war. A lot of people don't read that book. You should read that book. Like that, like to walk away from a situation.
I just bought it yesterday.
I have it. You should have told me. I'll send it
What
to
book
you.
is that?
It's
The
called The
Art
Art
of
of
War.
War by Sun Tzu. So, like, there's a lot of things that you can do to hurt people that people don't think. Violence doesn't hurt people like that. People think it does, like, oh, I got my lick back and all that. Your lick back, when you walk away from situations and leave them stuck, you hurt
Mhm.
people more, especially when you go and progress and go about your business.
Right.
And a lot of people want to, you know what I'm saying? That's like, I don't know. When you react like that and flush a nigga's mother down the toilet, that's crazy, yo.
You just keep saying that's crazy.
Nah,
You
that's
just
just
keep
that's
And
saying
I agree. No, I'm gonna sit here
I
and
wouldn't do that.
agree.
I
I
wouldn't do
wouldn't
that.
do that. I wouldn't do
I
that. Like
wouldn't
I
do
I
that.
said,
would do
I'm
it
gonna
either.
curse you and her out. I'm gonna curse both of y'all out. With her
I would
body in ashes right there, sitting in front of you.
I would never do that because let me tell you something. Like I said earlier, the
All right.
emotional aspect of a person who's grieving a parent, right? And then the ashes is destroyed, brings them back It's a setback. So
I have ashes. I have
emotional.
ashes. I have ashes for my daughter. If somebody flush some shits on the toilet thinking it's getting back to me, I'm gonna kill them.
Oh,
I'm gonna kill them. I wouldn't be with somebody that would even conceive that they should be able to do that. Like I don't know who this dude is, but he's bug. Like I wouldn't even. A person wouldn't feel comfortable doing it. Like that's crazy. Now maybe he didn't fuck with his mother like that, but I assume he did because she felt like this is the lick back. But that's just crazy. Like there's so many things that fell off with their relationship. The fact that
mhm.
she even thought that that was something she can get away with,
Right.
to me, is a red flag. Like, bro, what kind of nigga is you? And then the fact that she sat there and was cheated on repeatedly and stayed, I mean, that's crazy
Well,
too.
that's a norm. That's normal. That's
I
not.
wouldn't,
That's
I
not
wouldn't
out of
say
the norm.
I wouldn't say that.
Now you wouldn't, but I'm saying it's a lot of women that sit in situations for whatever reason. They have their own reason. So again, I ask the same question: does being an emotional person justify extreme behavior?
I think we got to break down the word justification. I don't think it justifies it. I think it's an excuse. Because you can justify, you only justify justified behavior, meaning it was good behavior. You don't justify bad behavior. There's no justification for bad behavior.
Okay.
You can make an excuse for it, or you can try to explain it, but you can't justify it. So if she got an
Justify
explanation
to
for
me sounds like justice, right? When
exactly.
you're justifying on something, that means this is the justice of it.
Mhm.
That's
Mhm.
the root word of it. But when
That's
you
the
say
rule. Wait,
justice,
wait, right? So I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna use this like in a court, like in like a courtroom. You
here we
sit and
go.
you have somebody that's being charged with murder, and they killed a kid, right? And they're gonna start saying, "Oh, mental health."
Mhm.
I understand the mental health part, but I'm not gonna justify it. It's still not okay.
Right,
Right.
right, right,
It's still not okay.
right.
Right.
And
So basically, so
justification
what
makes
I'm
things
hearing you,
okay though.
hold on. So what you're
And you,
saying is that I understand the overly being an emotional person. However,
mm-hmm,
I don't understand the action in which you could display it.
Right,
mm-hmm,
right,
and you
right.
need to learn from it.
That's a good explanation too. That's a good one too. That's a good one too. See, to me, justification means, and this to me, and even after hearing that, that makes sense though. But
Mhm.
justification is, I understand where you was coming from, and to me, that was too extreme for me to understand it. There was so many other things you could have did.
Right.
So to me, that's
Mm-hmm.
not justification.
Right.
But I understand. But that was a good example that Voodoo Crip gave.
Right. So the in closing, right, it's clear that people are people in general are emotional, right? We are emotional beings,
Like Gemini's.
right? Or Gemini,
You
double,
got some fucking nerve.
right? um, and to understand, or I'll say overstand, as Mika would put it, is that people react differently to every circumstance of the situation, right? And not everyone's gonna agree with how you react, right? But the 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 key is to be mindful of how you react because ultimately being overly emotional and reacting in an extreme manner can cause a lot more problems, right? And a lot more hurt than what you may have already felt when the circumstances occurred, right? And the final word is the best way to get back at somebody or get your lick back is by silence, saying nothing, not reacting, and doing absolutely nothing, leaving a blank.
This nigga been eating since she got on the phone. It's crazy.
Leaving a blank.
Oh, I work
Yeah,
hard.
but that, that comes through growth too. But I
Right.
learned that too, because sometimes addressing it just throws shit on the fire.
Or people just don't listen. Some people, people know how to. You get toned out quick. A person with good tone out skills will tone you out real quick with no questions asked. Just mute.
That's a lack of respect, though. I don't think that's that people don't listen. They don't comprehend or listen with the intent to change.
You know what? I agree with you, Shamik. Sometimes I stay quiet because I got respect for you. Because what the fuck is gonna come out my mouth is gonna you're gonna think I don't.
Exactly. You did that to me a couple times.
That makes sense.
She did that to me a couple times too.
Who did that?
What
Not me.
is that a crab leg?
No, it's chicken.
Oh,
She's everything. It could be whatever, nigga.
all right. Well, today was interesting. We learned a lot about
This nigga.
people.
Yo, why she got the ice cube cereal spoon though? Eating this shit.
What you talking about, Papa? This is fancy. Don't play with me. Don't play
All
with me.
right.
You never seen a black metal spoon?
So I'm gonna thank you guys for joining us and everyone for participating. The comments I've read them, and for those who took the time out to spend a little bit of time with us to unpack the situation.
We back, y'all.
Yes, we're
Thank
back.
you.
We'll be back
Appreciate it.
next week. And yeah, if you have any topics you want to talk about, any ideas, just send us an email. Let's unpack that at
Let's unpack that 27 at gmail.com.
that part.
Facts.
And send me a DM, send me a message, and we'll definitely bring it up. So
Come on
until
now.
then, you guys be blessed. Have a great weekend, and you know,
Ciao.
put yourself first. Thanks, Sha and Mika, for joining me, and we're gonna
I would love
do
you.
it together. So till next week, peace.
All right, baby.